Alright, so this video is going to be about how to keep pushing when you're a new entrepreneur and your business is just getting off the ground. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Cool, so if you've been watching me recently, you know that I've recently started a business of my own. And I'm actually at the stage where I'm starting to see the very first signs of success, getting some clients, not paid clients yet, but getting some clients in, a lot more people showing interest and actually hopping on sales calls, being able to explain my product and seeing genuine interest from other people and other companies. So I'm at the stage where entrepreneurship is working, but it's not really working as I expected, because most people, when they think of starting a business and actually seeing success, they think it's a very quick process, and they think that as soon as you start, you're going to make a lot of money and then you're going to be living the lifestyle that we all see online. But in reality, it's much different than that, and I'm here to share exactly what I'm going through and how you guys can use what I'm going through to keep pushing if you ever get into the stage that I'm at, where you're succeeding but not quite succeeding like you thought you would, and it's taking longer than you expected. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing is, I'll just explain my situation. So essentially, I'm at the stage now where I am seeing success. It's evident people are interested in my products and services, and they're having calls with me and they want to get into using it. It's just that it takes longer than I expected. I thought, by the time I have my product ready, I hop on a sales call with somebody, they're going to buy like that. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. It actually is much longer, because I'm actually selling my services to businesses, and businesses have a whole approval process. So even if you're talking to like C-suite and founders, they have to go through certain approval processes to allow new things into their business. So I'm having to navigate this while also managing the finances of my business entirely on my own with no paying clients yet. So it's going well, but it's not paying how I thought it would. But this is what it comes down to. Are you really just doing your entrepreneurship just for the money, or is there a deeper meaning behind it? And because I'm starting a business that I generally believe in, I'm sticking with it regardless. And I'm actually in a very unique financial situation right now, where my business bank accounts are actually showing negative balances, as well as my personal account. And I actually have all of these letters here, which is quite a lot, showing that who I owe money to, that I need to pay by a certain date. And amidst all of this financial pressure, I can't technically help that because I don't have the paying clients yet, but all I can do is continue to keep pushing in my business, keep my business running, and make sure that I can survive long enough to get to the stage where I have these paying clients, so that I can eventually clear all my debts and balances and just continue to grow my business and truly take it to the next level. And a lot of entrepreneurs, if they were to ever get to this stage, or a lot of people who want to start a business, if they were to ever get to the stage that I'm at, they 100% would quit. As soon as people find the difficulty of navigating not only the financial stress, but the mental stress, the social stress of always having to try and sell and pitch to people, most people would quit. But the reason why I know I'm going to succeed, and I'm separating myself from the rest of the pack of people who start businesses and never truly see the successes, because in moments like this, my self-belief in my business idea and myself just to deliver on what I initially set out to do is so rock solid, it doesn't even faze me. Like in this moment, even though I've just shared that literally personal balances are in negative, business balances are in negative, I just showed you a bunch of letters of the money I owe to XYZ people. And now I'm unfazed because I just trust that my business acumen and my understanding of what I'm trying to deliver on and the service I'm providing is going to succeed. I just have to simply stick with it and survive. And I know that over the next few months, maybe even the next years, because it is taking longer than I expected, I'll be able to look back on these times and be like, yeah, these are times when I was pushing through the fire, knowing that it wasn't great at the time in the current, but in the future it's going to be good. And essentially, just to relay this to other people, you got to be able to be in these positions as an entrepreneur, because this is a situation I'm in now, and this is me starting my business. And who knows, maybe 2-3 years in, I might find myself in another situation, but just time with a bigger purpose. So it might not be that my accounts are empty, but it might be that, let's say I get hacked, or somebody tries to like attack my business or something like that. And you just got to be able to navigate these situations, and no matter what you do, keep pushing, keep delivering on your service for your clients, keep showing up daily and controlling what you can control. Because I can't control the day that clients decide they'll start paying me, and I can't control the fact that clients are interested but they don't want to work quickly and get through their approval processes quickly. But what I can control is me showing up, me improving my processes, and me sticking with my business through thick and thin to ultimately get to the ultimate destination, which I hope to be a genuinely flourishing business where I can help many people and be financially well off. And essentially, that's just all it is. You just got to be able to stick through it when all odds are against you, because as a business owner, especially if you're trying to start a big business, you're gonna have so many odds stacked against you. You've got to be able to ignore the noise and just follow the signal, and just trust your intuition and trust your internal beliefs that you will be able to get through it. And it's going to be ugly in the current, and it's going to be ugly in the present, but in the future you're going to be stepping into better things and bigger things. So yeah, a lot of it is just trusting the process, being patient with the world you can't control, and also being patient with yourself. You know, when you start, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've started like selling people in the wrong way, or trying to sell products that I can sell but don't necessarily align with my actual vision of what the business is, and a whole bunch more which I can allude to in another video. But essentially I just want to share this with people so that people can understand that when you're starting a business you might get into these situations, and the key thing is you just got to stick with it. Don't give up, keep pushing. And the way I see myself getting out of this situation, because obviously I don't plan to be here forever, is just setting a plan of action. So like, I know the problems I'm currently facing, obviously lack of funds and lack of paying clients, and even though I have a good product, which I believe a lot of people want, I just need to have the plan of action to get myself out of it, then actually take the steps to get myself out of this situation. And that's what I recommend to anybody who finds themselves in a situation where their business isn't going how they want. All you got to do is draft up a plan which you generally believe will get you out of the situation your business is in. Then you actually just got to stick to that plan until you see it through, and then you'll see the results, whether it was the right plan, or maybe along that plan you realize that some of it was right, some of it was wrong, and you can make a slight change and then get yourself out of the situation. So the reason why I'm relaxed amidst the situation I'm in is simply because I can derive a plan of action in my mind of how to keep my business running amidst all this pressure, and just keep going after that which I set out to do when I initially started this business. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, I try to help people who are starting businesses or new into entrepreneurship like myself. So I'll leave a link in the description to the video, which is the 5 mental shifts that people need to make if they want to guarantee success, as I have done, which is why I'm here, even though on paper I'm objectively failing, but internally I'm succeeding. So without further ado, I'll leave that link in the description, and I hope you guys have a good one.